Hey, welcome back guys, Jason, KM4ACK. Today, let's take a look at what we've got going on in the RV. Stick around and we'll get right to it. All right, I know what you're thinking. I'm out here in the middle of the lake. How am I going to show you what's in the RV? Well, I just wanted a creative way to open this video. We're going to do a little paddle boarding, but when I get back, which will be just a second for you, I'll give you a walk around the RV and show you what we've got going on while we're here on vacation. For those that might not have seen this setup before, what I've got is coax that comes out around my outdoor shower, and I've also got my Starlink cable there. And I use this green mast. We'll pan up so you guys can see everything. I've got a mesh core node right up there, and then at the very top we've got a 2-meter roll-up J-pole by N9 TAX. All right, so we'll get you a little bit of a look at the roof. I can't quite get up there just because Starlink and everything else is in the way, but you can see we've got 3 different panels up here on top. The one that you're looking at on the right there, that rigid panel, that is 190 watts, and then we've got 2 additional 100 watt panels. If I lean back just a little bit, you can see Starlink right here at the top of the ladder. Now, if we open up the back of the truck, you'll see that I do always keep a Champion generator back here. And depending on the length of the trip, a lot of times you will see one of my power stations riding back here, specifically my Mega 3 by Opus. However, in this case, we brought the paddle boards instead. Now, right up on the front in this, we've got a 300 and something hour battery. I think it's 316. That's a watt cycle lithium iron phosphate, so that drives all of the radios if we happen to be off grid. This particular trip, we have full electric hookups and water hookups if we need it. We're at one of the state parks. Specifically, we're at Tim's Ford State Park. We usually come down here once a year and spend about 5 days, but it's an absolutely fabulous place to play radio. I've even done a POTA from Devil's Step Island after we took the paddle boards over to it. It's a very short little paddle, about 5 minutes over there, but I have actually done a POTA from that. I believe that was last year, maybe even the year before. Let's check out the inside of the camper for exactly what I've got going on here though. All right, coming inside, this is always my workstation. So you can see several different things going on. First, let's start back here. This is a personal bag. I've usually got video equipment and clothes and things like that. This bag over here is an Eberly stock Switchblade. That's the one that usually houses all of the radio gear. Well, actually, I say usually. This is a brand new pack for me. This is its second trip, I believe, but really digging that bag so far. Now, I've got this Apache case right here, and I built this on a video once before. There's no batteries in that. That is strictly a distribution box so that I can plug up one plug off of the RV and then distribute that out however I see fit. We've got the UV-Pro laying there. That one's on charge. Looks like it has finished up. Coming back here, I don't have any HF in the air right now. No antennas in the air. I do have capability, but I elected not to put them up. We've got the Digitenna here by DigiRig. We've got a micro PA50 amp right there. We've got one of the LilyGo T-Decks. This is one with the external antenna. Been doing a little bit of playing with this while we're down here. My trusty D75 for the times that I'm not in the water. I'm using that, and then let's sit down at the station right here. And this handle is just a floating handle for a camera. We're headed out on the boat tomorrow, like a pontoon boat that we're going to rent. So we'll keep the camera on this so it'll float if any of the kids drop it. However, we've got the D75 up here. Right now, you guessed it, I am running K8 MRD's favorite mode, and that is APRS. To support that, we are using YAAC on the X1 Carbon, and I've been doing some various tests with that while we've been down here. Now, there is some coverage with digipeters and iGates in the area, and because of that antenna that is up probably 25-26 feet in the air, I am able to get into one of those. But since we have Starlink, we also have the ability to become a full-blown digipeter iGate ourselves. So I've spent part of the time with the iGate on, part of the time with the iGate off, just kind of testing and seeing exactly how everything's going to work. While we're at camp, I usually configure APRS Droid in a TCP IP connection. I tie it in through the network back to this instance of Direwolf that is running on the laptop. Then if we head out, maybe we're going on a walk or maybe we're going on a boat ride, then I'm going to grab one of the HTs and tie those to my APRS Droid instance on my Android phone. If we're going to be on the water, I'm definitely going to take that BTech UV-Pro because it is rock solid and water resistant. If we're going to go for a walk or a hike, then I'm going to grab the D75. I do still like that radio better, but for certain instances, you just can't beat that UV-Pro. One other thing that is always in the RV is the OptiSolix Solar Bag 400. I keep that in here because if we happen to get maybe in a location where we're parked in the shade with the main panels that's on the roof, I can put that thing out, get it away from the RV and out of the shade to give me a bit more solar capability. But as you can see, we're pretty much self-contained in this particular unit. The only thing that I can't do is I can't run the AC with the batteries that we've got on board, and even if I could, that would kill that 300 amp hour battery pretty quick. Maybe you could survive a night with it, but that would probably be it. And if you don't get full solar the next day and lots of it, well, you're not going to be able to recharge that battery. So this time of year when it is seriously hot in the state of Tennessee, we just try to stay at locations that give us electrical hookups. I'm not as concerned about water, but electrical is definitely a must-have when it's 95 degrees outside during the daytime. I definitely want that AC connection. Now, even though we can't run the AC with the batteries, that generator is an option. And even that small generator is enough to power the AC in this RV. And I have tested that at multiple field days events. And what I found was with a 20-pound bottle of propane, we can run the AC wide open for about 12 hours, and you'll end up with somewhere around 5 to 10% left in that 20-pound propane bottle. So I have upgraded to 30-pound tanks on the front of this RV. That should give us, let's see, what is that? 24 and half that again, that's about 36 hours that we should be able to run off-grid completely with the AC, as long as we got those 2 tanks full and that generator is ready to go. If you found today's information informative, be sure to give us a thumbs up before you head off. We will see you guys on the next one. Until then, 7-3. All right, my neighbor just contacted me and said that he was online and monitoring that cul-de-sac channel that we have there at the house. So we're going to put the drone back in the air, and I just got home point updated, so I think we're good to fly. And let me move this over so I'm ready there, and try that again. Okay, take off.
Take off. Home point updated.
Oh, nice. So I just got a reply from him that, oh, I doubt you're going to be able to read that, but it does say, got you for my house.